Hello Aries, welcome to your reading for October 2018. This channel is called The Witching Hour. My name is Michelle and I'm a witch. Thank you so much for coming in to see me. All of my subscribers and newcomers alike, thank you so much for joining me. Just want to say thank you to everyone for all your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, donations. All of it matters and all of it makes a difference, especially the comments. They really keep me going and keep me filled with an energy of love. They really do. The donations keep the channel going, but the comments and your love keep me going, and that's really important. So thank you again for being here. The cards I'm using today for your reading, Aries, are Sacred Circle Tarot by Anna Franklin, illustrated by Paul Mason, and also Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards by Barbara Michael John Free and Flavia Kate Peters. Those are illustrated by Richard Crooks. If you would like a personal reading with me or to donate to this channel, all the links are in the drop-down description box below the screen. I would like to invoke the elements of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. The directions, guardians, and gatekeepers of the north, east, south, and west. I'm going to read a blessing written by Travis Bowman, the element of fire, for you, Aries. Here and now, I evoke the elemental force of fire, the flames of creativity and passion, dancing source of heat, light, and life. I seek the glowing forge within, that I might warm myself with desire, excitement, courage, and inspiration. I call you forth to burn away all that impedes my highest vision and to enact change in the world. Lightning and forge. Lightning and hearth. Heart and forge. Fire, I call thee hence. I pray that you would be blessed, surrounded by love, that you have everything you need, and that you do all that your soul desires to do in this earth, in this lifetime. The underlying energy of love is that of the Eight of Wands, action. Things are moving in the love life department. That's good to know. That is very good to know. In the past, you were set free. Set free from something. Set free. And now your life is moving. Set free from an old belief system, old patterns, old ways of thinking and doing things. All done. All done. With the old way of life, now there's a new way of life. It's here. It's been happening. You feel renewed, rejuvenated. In the area of security, food, clothing, shelter, and something meaningful for you to do, you have the Ten of Discs, and that's why the change came about. That is why the change came about in love life. And all of the changes have cleared your energy over all energy so much that you are now able to fully follow your intuition. You feels to me, Aries, that you feel like an intuitive being. It's like you're all intuitive. Like you feel it in every fiber of your being is how you feel it. It's like you feel it through and through. That's the message that I'm getting from that. In the area of freedom, freedom is your power. You get rebirth is the underlying energy. So if what I was saying wasn't proof enough, here it is at the bottom of the deck in the area of freedom, to fully emphasize that point, that it is a rebirth and you have been renewed. Yes, you felt it come into its manifestation. You feel like almost the assistance of a feminine power. Grounded. This is the Queen of Discs, the energy of expression, the embodiment of expression. It's like you couldn't contain yourself anymore, and you wanted to express what was in you, because what it felt like before to me was that it's like you want to be self-contained, but there was so much of you within you that wasn't you, that energy had to be expelled. And now you've been filled up with yourself. The truth. It's like you know all the truth. You have all the truth all about all of you within yourself, and you're containing it, and now you want to express it. Before, you kept the truth within because there were so many lies in there. There were so many lies that you were told about yourself from other people, other beings, principalities, powers, even dark forces. Negative energy that was attached to other people was speaking to you. It's like negative energy was speaking through other people, and you believed it because these people were trusted. You trusted these people. But they were overtaken by a darker energy, their own ego, their own history, their own past, the own lies that they were told. They passed on to you. These were generational curses, in other words. Curses like flaming arrows, like kind of shooting into your soul. And it's like you've been healed. You've been healed. You've walked away from the poison. You've walked away from the poison, and because of that, all the lies went with it, and it's like you purged, is what I'm hearing. You purged yourself, and because all of that dark energy went with it, it's like you're so filled with yourself and with such good, pure, beautiful, innocent, new energy that you are just a new creation. You just feel completely renewed. And this is long-term, generational. So where it stopped with you, now you'd be able to pass it on to the generations in front of you. Whether they be your children or not, it doesn't matter. It can be anybody or anything that you invest your energy in, but it's all you. And it's like your thought processes are so pure now. Maybe even innocent and naive in some respects about love or where it's going, but it's like it feels good for a change instead of having all of those old doubts and fears plague your mind and therefore color and influence your choices in such a negative way like they were before. Now it's like, well, something different is coloring your choices. It's different. Like painting with new colors is what I'm feeling. Because in the past, it's like you just felt all of this rebirth. It took a lot out of you is what I'm feeling. It took a lot out of you, but it's not in a bad way. It's like it took all the bad out, but that can feel exhausting. And so it's like I feel like I should tell you to take your time with it. Don't rush in to fill all those empty spaces. Let them fill with light. And that takes time. Like rest and relax in the process. Because in the area of security and at the center of your being, you have the Wheel of Fortune, things changing for the better. They are in fact moving. And don't look at the speed of the movement. This doesn't always mean that it's fast change. It can mean that it's a gradual change, but it's not a slow change. It's just gradual. It's like enjoy each moment as it comes. Because that gives you time to absorb your intuitive senses about something. It gives you time, and be grateful for the time you have to get used to using your intuition, is what this is saying. Some of you, I feel, have gotten like attunements, like a Reiki attunement, like that type of sweeping change of your whole body system, your body, mind, spirit, and emotions, like your body, mind, heart, and soul have just been completely rewired and reprogrammed, is what it feels like to me. Now, the love from the past colored the way you used to feel your instincts, and that made things feel calcified and stuck and staying in the same way. But since this rebirth, you've cleared your mind. You've cleared your mind, especially about love, especially about what you want to do. And now freedom emphasizes again with the major arcana of the High Priestess. This is the here and now. This is the energy you do, in fact, have to work with. You are there. In case you were doubting the messages you were getting, this reading might not have the message contained within it to confirm and validate exactly the thing you were wondering about. But and I'm being told to say that. They're telling you to look at the other sign that you have gotten. It was outside of this reading. And that's the sign to confirm the other sign you got. It's like you already had the sign prior to watching this reading. You had it already. You've gotten it. And that was, if you were questioning that, it's like when the experience happened, you went, oh my God, I think this is the sign. This reading is telling you, yes, it was. So that was it. You knew. That's the whole point, is to tell you that you knew and your intuition was working, and you didn't realize it could work in such an astounding way. And this message here is to confirm to you that, yes, it does work in astounding ways like that. Kind of blew your mind. And here, now, what's happening in the future of being surrounded by love. I feel that someone's coming in a very explosive way. It tears down all the ways that you used to think about love. This is new is what I'm feeling. You're protected. I'm being told to tell you right away that you're protected. You did the mental homework beforehand. You have to trust yourself. You do have to trust yourself. And this is the change that's being brought about. It might be that it ends something. This new thing that comes in ends something prior to it. And that might be what's happening. But you'll know. You know what makes you feel the most secure. You have an epiphany about it here at this time now. And it confirms where you want to go. You understand. I'm getting confirmed twice that you know what's about to happen. You know what's about to blow up. It's almost like you have a sense of anticipation about it. And in some ways, you can't believe it's happening. It's like, I saw it coming, and I never imagined it would happen like this. I can't get my head around it. You're just so amazed about how things like explode in a good way. Like, it's just so astounding or shocking. It's almost a relief. For some of you, I'm feeling that even though it's the ending, it's like a relief and a release. And you feel your mental clarity returning because of this release. But also for some of you, those of you who are feeling something coming in, it's like an abrupt surprise that feels you knew it all along, is what I'm feeling. You knew it all along. I knew it all. I knew they'd come back. I knew they'd return. I knew they would. But you're still surprised. It's like, because you had a feeling. You had a feeling, but you didn't really know. And then it happens, and then you said, I was right. I did feel that. I did. It's just, and it clarifies, it clears your mind. It's like the self-doubt is finally gone about things. You no longer doubt yourself anymore about what you want. It's like, if I can see this, I can't believe I'm seeing this happen in front of me. I'm no longer going to doubt my intuition and what I'm feeling all the time. I'm just not going to doubt it. And 10 of Wands. Force. This is like an expenditure of energy towards something that kind of wears itself down. It can wear itself down. I don't see an abrupt leaving of things. What I see is like, you're glad to see the old way of doing things leave. You're done with that anyway. But you don't quite know how to move on for the future. Like in the near future, you feel this sense of like you need to know how to gain a sense of mobility and movement, because you don't want to exert the energy yourself. You want it to feel inspired. You want it to feel inspired. You want your life to feel inspired. Some of you have had a child recently. Some of you have had a child, and this was life-changing. It was earth-shattering is the word I'm getting. Like, you just were not expecting this. News of a pregnancy, and the arrival of the child was like, it just changed everything. And you weren't necessarily prepared for it. It's like, and let me just comfort you with the fact that no matter how experienced someone is, nothing can prepare you for even a planned childbirth and expectant child. Nothing can prepare even the most experienced of us for the change it will bring about with it, because there's just no knowing until it happens. So just rest assured, you're not as unprepared as you thought you were. You know, you're really not. No one's prepared 100% for that kind of change. It's something you have to experience, and that is just a universal fact of life. So just so you know that, and I hope you feel better hearing that. It's not a reflection on you. Your sense of unpreparedness, Spirit is saying, is absolutely not a reflection on you. It's that way for everybody. From one degree to another, okay? In one degree to another, it's the same for everybody. So just don't let that be a reflection of yourself. You are prepared enough. You are prepared enough, and you will be given the tools you need as you go along. Have faith in that process. Whether it's a new child, the birth of a new project, For some of you, it's a job. It's like, but I've never done this before. And you feel that it's a lack of your education. That is, it's reflecting on you, that your sense of unpreparedness for this. It is not. Spirit's saying it's not. You got this job because of what you're naturally capable of doing. Your natural capabilities. You could not have learned this in school anyway. So don't be so hard on yourself about feeling unprepared, allowing that to be a reflection on your lack of education or lack of experience. That's not the cause of why you feel so unprepared. It's just because it's new, and that is the way it is with everybody in this situation, okay? You're not alone in this. I'm telling you right now, you're not alone in this. Even though you feel unprepared. For some of you, you feel a sense of adventure, but it's like, ooh, I need a booster shot. I need a shot in the arm. I need something to give me the inspiration to move forward in this new life, because I have the insight, I have the absolute affirmation based on my gut instincts that Spirit did bring this about, and it's because of a generational thing. It's like I've set it in motion that I wanted to be different, or I wanted to carry on what I thought was best about my ancestors and my family, but something needed to change, and then that happened. It did happen. I feel like I'm responsible. I brought it about. I kind of feel proud of myself, and I also feel aghast, like, oh my God, did I do that? Like Steve Urkel from that TV show, did I do that? You know, he does something little and the whole house falls apart, and he goes, did I do that? And that's kind of how you feel. It's like, look what you did. But it's actually, it's a good thing. Stuff has to kind of dismantle itself. The universe was just waiting for you to pull the plug, and it all fell apart because it was gonna fall apart. But it needed to fall apart by the act of someone's free will choice. And you were the one brave enough to step up to the plate. I'm telling you right now, it was a very brave act. It was a brave thing to do, and you should be proud of yourself. You set in motion these changes that came about to break these old dysfunctional patterns that have long existed in your family. And you're like, I'm going to be the new generation of good, healthy people with integrity, with insight, with clarity, with a connection to spirit that has authenticity, integrity, purity, innocence. It's like, it could go on, and you did do it. It's like, so don't worry. Don't worry about it. I feel like a sense of worry. And it's like, don't worry about it. These are the 3 cards that fell, so let's see what they are. The Empress, the King of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. Let's see what I feel off of these. A father and a mother. And it's like, what did I do? Here's all of this. It's the magic. You're the magician. The 7 of Cups means there's so much potential. That's what you need to wait for. Don't force the next move to happen. Wait for it. It's very important that you wait for it. Very important. And my question was going to be, then what's going to happen? It's like, well, there's some kind of conflict going on with the parental units in the parental arena. There could be delusion mixed up with it. It's like they're sorting this out. This is separate from you. This is you. This is your soul. Look at that, how it matches the rebirth. Here in the area, you're free from it. You're free from the entanglements. This is a rite of passage, not only for you, but for your whole family. For your whole family. Truth be told is what I keep hearing. Truth be told, it needed to happen. Truth be told, it needed to happen. So Aries, what's gonna happen? What is it? I want some information about this here. About that, like that next step, because I'm feeling like you feel like you hit a wall. So it's like, never mind, you're gonna have an expansive future. Let things get handled by other people that need to be handled by them, and like, don't involve yourself in it. Don't impose your ideas or ideals on things that are old and outdated and outmoded anyway. Ooh, what's that? Something peeked through. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's going to be a slow, gradual process. So what can you look forward to? What's good about accepting that it's a slow, gradual process? That's what I want to give you. They're saying to get the Witch's card. And that will have the answer in it. Okay. So the Witch's card, which is wisdom, is going to give us further direction and an overall, yes, general clinching like sign. Like this is, okay, this is what Spirit is saying here. Once and for all is what I'm hearing. Once and for all. I just want to hear the bottom line, man. You want to hear the bottom line. Get to the bottom line, lady. I'm getting to it. Here it is. Okay. It is guidance tarot cards. If you didn't know before, now you do. Masculine is the underlying energy of the guidance. Listening to the divine masculine is what I just heard. Listen to the divine masculine father figure. So for some of you, it's like those of you who come from what, I don't know why I'm being given these words, come from a broken family. So where there's been a history of divorce, but a history of brokenness in a bad way. It's like, and you want to break the brokenness. You want to break the dysfunction. You want to break what breaks people. You hold within you the guidance, is what they're telling me. You hold within you your own inner guidance about all of this, about your whole life. You've had it your whole life. You've always been a healer, and you know this. You know this. I'm going to look up what this says. The tarot cards. Guidance. Tarot reveals the answer you are seeking. Don't be too proud to ask for help. The signs are all around you. Look for them. Learn and study the tarot. You have a natural talent for reading tarot and delivering messages. I felt that jump off the page at me. You have a natural talent for reading tarot, delivering messages. You are meant to deliver a message about all of this. You're supposed to start speaking and talking about it at this time. Trust in your psychic abilities. Okay, like I said with the High Priestess. Trust in your psychic abilities. You already know the answer. What did I just say? The history of the tarot possibly goes back to Egypt. Since many divination tools were banned or destroyed from 70 AD onwards, history does not record these tools. Okay. I don't have time to read the whole thing. Okay. Questions asked. Why, where, or what? With tarot by your side, fear not. For guidance comes through clear and fast, revealing all that you have asked. This magic is worked with harm to none. So mote it be. There it is done. Keep that in mind. There should be harm to none. You have been so distracted lately that important messages are passing you by. You've called upon guidance and as yet have not stopped to notice or hear the answers that it brings in oh so many forms. Be still, breathe, and relax as guidance coaxes you to use your magic wand to light up the dark chambers within and reveal your natural wisdom. You have all that you need to hand as tarot takes up its sword and offers you its cup of life to quench your deep thirst for answers. As you drink of its sweet nectar, you will find all the advice and knowledge you need for the personal growth required to carry on. Exactly. Your newly found insight will expand along with the age-old wisdom of tarot and guidance to illuminate the way. Follow and trust the messages that are revealed, for they will point you in the right direction with the pentacle to protect you. I feel like that. You need a sense of protection. What I'm being told to tell you is to sense the safeguard of your protection is checking with your intuition first. Don't follow the cards. See if the cards match what you're feeling first. Your feeling is the pure, authentic, true answer. Don't follow blindly these cards. Only use them to see if they confirm what you already know deep in your soul. And these cards should bring out what you know is already there, as I said before, what is already there. And this will be a gradual process. You will love it. You will enjoy it. This will break your way of being told what the truth is. You will find the truth for yourself. And I am telling you that is an absolute guarantee. You absolutely will. You're going to find the truth for yourself. You're going to know it before the answer even reveals itself and shows up in the physical world. You're going to know that you know that you know in your deep heart and soul. You're going to know, Aries, what the answers are because they come from you. And you have a pure heart now, and so you can trust how you feel about getting the answers. I hope that helped. I was so happy to read for you. And I hope you come back again and visit me soon. From my soul to yours, Aries, much, much love and brightest blessings. Take care. Bye-bye.